I've been chasing fireflies on a summer night, casting dreams and making wishes that I soulfully recite. Wait, I didn't turn on the speakers, did I? No, this is a live show. I stopped. So we were going for this amazing. Now we just had acapella. I mean, I meant to do that. Hey, why don't we just go introduce you guys and then I'll just get into the song. And Mojo, I know we're going to be talking about taking steps, right? So my name is Dan. Many of you know me as Dan. I also go by Bard right now because I'm managing 3 different accounts and it helps my brain. And I'm a composer, performer, and educator. I'm a chief academic officer for the David Z Foundation. I am also one of the co-creators of a new brand called Singalingables, which if you are in the chat Mosa, I'm going to go ahead and just post this live in the chat Mosa right now. So people that can come into the chat Mosa can hear what we're talking about. So Cody, you're off the hook for that. Mojo, why don't you go ahead and introduce yourself and then introduce our illustrious guest on the Now Show, it's 7 o'clock somewhere.
All right. So Dan, I have one question for you.
Yeah.
When would now be the right time?
Right now.
Okay, then I'm on. Whew. Hey, this is Mojo. I'm Mojo. I'm a playful polymath, creative communicator. I'm a king's kid. I'm a curious cat. So I'm just here to enjoy and to share the gifts, talents, abilities that I have received and honed over the years. It's a joy to be here with Dan in his illustriousness and also the illustrious Cody as well. Cody, thanks for joining us on the show today. Please unmute yourself. I guess you're unmuted. Okay, please say hi to the audience, brother, and tell us who you are.
Hi. Wow, thank you both for having me on the show today. My name is Cody. I'm a musician, creative, all-around creative here living in Long Beach, California. And I'm really impressed by both of your introductions about yourselves because I'm learning just how flamboyant I can really get with my identity. So I'm owning this moment of education. I think the one thing I'll add is that I'm forever a student of life, student of love. Awesome. And I'm just really grateful to be here with you both.
Right on.
Yeah. Well, a couple of housekeeping things. And I'm glad this happened in a very weird way where I started singing a cappella out of the break. And because I want to make sure that folks can join us in Chatmosa, which is a platform both Cody and I have been very fortunate to use for a while now. And Mojo, I know you've been there. There's a link for Chatmosa from Mojo. Oh, I'm putting that on the Jumbotron as well. Perfect. So I'm going to go ahead and share this platform, Chatmosa. And now I need to go back to Restream to see how it looks. Okay, and it's there. Hi, Cody, special guest. Sorry, you're going to be usurped by Chatmosa. Okay, so you can see right there, there's a little watch party going on in Chatmosa right now where you can actually be featured if you would like in the chat. And let me make sure in Chatmosa there's nothing like, what's happening? Look, this is just like pre-show. So we call this the green room right now. This is the green room, part of the orchard. And back to what is this show? It's 7 o'clock somewhere. And this came from the idea that it's always time to sing. You know, that's where the 3 brands that I'm working on right now and building, that's where they all align, is in music and in singing. And I'm so happy to have 2 illustrious guests. That's this show is brought to you by the letter I for illustrious, where we all sing together. We've actually sung on stage together down in Anaheim in front of like 4,500 people at the NAMM show at the arena, which was pretty cool. So let me pass the mic to either of you if you guys want to talk about that experience while I'm doing some.
I will.
Do it.
Pick me in.
But then let Cody do it because he is the illustrious guest.
No, we're passing the mic, you know. Okay. Pass the Mikey to the left-hand side or something along
Pass the Mikey to the left-hand side.
To the left-hand side.
Pass the Mikey to the left. So we have Mikey. I'm going to click on Mikey in Chatmosa. I just interrupted you because I handed you the mic and I took it back because Mikey is really cool. You are too. But I just want to show how easy it is to look at people's profiles in Chatmosa. I just clicked on Mikey's profile and I can look at his X page, and then I can go to Cody, who's logged in. I can write a message to Cody. I can go to the Singalingables on X. I can go to Mojo's on X. I'm going to do that just because I want to prove that Mojo's pretty cool too. At least.
Just for those who are
no
skeptical.
proof required.
There we go.
The proof is before
Yeah.
you now.
The proof is before. Look how cool he has blue aliens. But then you can also go look. We're on LinkedIn. So I just clicked on my profile and it goes right to my LinkedIn page. So
Right.
this is what I call operating in the hall. Oh boy, I'm behind. This is what I call operating in the hallways of the internet, because we can all meet each other across these different platforms, APIs, which is exciting. Mojo, for reals now, I'm handing you back the mic.
Are you sure?
So Mojo, I wanted to no, I'm just kidding. Yes, I am. Yes, I'm
Well,
sure.
you talked about meeting in the halls of the internet. And so to me, I immediately had a picture of NAMM. I'd never been to NAMM before. For those who don't know, it's NAMM. It's National Association of Music Merchants, which is the biggest show of music and musicians in, I know it's in the nation, but I might be in the world for that. And it happens in my backyard. I mean, just 10 minutes from my house. And I've wanted to go for 30 years. The guitar that I own was bought at the NAMM show by a friend of mine who was on the inside and I was on the outside. So we're on the phone and he's telling me all about this Taylor guitar. And the guy that's building the Taylor is right there and he's signing it. It's a limited edition. It's a 410. I don't know what that means. He said, you should have this one, Joe. And I'm like, okay, but I'm not going to play it. So I said, Craig, you're the guitar player. You decide, is this a good deal or not? And he says, Joe, you got to get this. I said, all right, I'm taking your word for it. So sight unseen, he buys at the Taylor booth at NAMM with the guy who built it right there signing it. And so I've got a limited edition Taylor, which is just sweet guitar. In fact, I have it nearby. I'll get it later. And I've been playing it ever since. But I've always wanted to go to the NAMM show, but you can only get in by invitation. You can't buy tickets. It's not for the general public. And so I'm always on the outside looking in, go, another NAMM. And here I am I'm like climbing the fence trying to see if I can sneak in. And I can't get in. And then this year, about a month before NAMM or so, Dan's and I are sharing a space on X as we do often. And he just chats me in the back. And he says, hey, you're not far from Anaheim, right? I said, yeah. He says, well, I need some voices for my choir for the NAMM show. And I'm like, what? Come on. Wait. I said, say no more. Sign me up. Where do I go? What do I do? I don't even know what that means. But please let me in. Let me in. Let me in. I've been knocking for 30 years. So he got me in.
Knock, knock, knocking on NAMM's old door.
Please, let me in. Let me in. Shaking the wars, trying to get in. And then so I got to, not only did I get to go to NAMM for the first time, but now because I'm in the choir, I'm an artist, right? I show up not just as a participant or a guest. I'm an artist, which means I get a whole nother pass. I get my NAMM badge, which, by the way, I have hanging from my rearview mirror in my car because I'm so proud to get to go. And this VIP experience badge that says I get access to everything all the time, as if I'm a rock star. And I'm like, dang right, I'm a rock star.
Yeah.
You are.
Yeah. All right, Cody, what was your experience with NAMM?
Well, first I want to circle back and be like, Joe, I remember you now, because as you're speaking and you're like, and Dan's like, you were at NAMM. I'm like, wait. And I adored you. And so I'm really just stoked to be in this room together. No, I echoed Joe's experience but for me, I had never heard of NAMM. I had no idea what this was. And then all of a sudden I've got this invitation through Dan to go sing in this choir, and it's going to be a spectacular show. We're going to be rock stars. We're going to have the VIP experience. And I'll just say, when I got to NAMM, it blew me away. I felt like I was a kid in a candy store, and the mystery kept unfolding. And I was really stoked to be able to have that the whole day on Saturday, the day after we performed in the choir. And, I'll say that was just a tremendous experience. Really, an all-around amazing show, just such a variety of musicians, and the children's choirs that were participating too when we all sang "We Are the World." It was beautiful. And it was my first real step back into singing in a group environment, and it was just the perfect welcome back. But NAMM itself was just chef's kiss. Chef's kiss. I look forward to being back.
I agree. Well, and here's one of the coolest things about Chatmosa too. We can organically just put things in the Jumbotron there, back in the green room / listening lounge. And right now it's still buffering a little because I think my internet's a little slow, but this is what it looks like and what it will look like in a little bit on the Jumbotron. And please don't think that you can attend the NAMM 2024 or 2025 show anymore, because that's over. That was in January. But there is a NAMM show in Nashville in June, and I'm trying to see if I can work some magic to get there. I've always wanted to go to Nashville because one of the artists that I toured with, a Croatian artist named Taichi, which we're actually going to listen to one of her songs probably tomorrow. She is in Nashville. She's actually in Franklin. And I've wanted to get there since I stopped touring with her in 2015. And there's just so many cool opportunities around Nashville just for collaborations. And but I've never been there. I've been to Tennessee, drove right past Nashville, and it made me a little sad on the inside. Yeah. So I'm going to go ahead and now start the show. I mean, we already started the show. We're like almost a half hour in, but I'm going to do the song I was going to do at the beginning of the show. This is actually an original song. And now I'm going to mute you guys and hopefully remember. Yes. Cody, Mojo put in our private chat, and we're going to put it on blast. What he put in there. Can you put that in chat, Mosa? That would be amazing. I think so. I'll find a way. Yeah, I know you can. You have like 3 minutes to do it because I'm going to sing a song now. Okay, so here's the sequence of events for my brain out loud. I'm going to mute you guys. I'm going to walk away and turn on my speaker. I'm going to come back and sing. I'm going to walk away and turn off my speaker so we don't scare the audience in the listening lounge and on X and YouTube where we're streaming right now. So this song was written by myself and Kimberly K. Scott, who is an amazing creator on X, and then also Tala and Imaz, who were in the same space that we were in. They're also amazing creators on X, and I'll go ahead and put their profiles in the Jumbotron too after the song, so you can check them out. But Kimberly was saying, something about like you can't see what's in front of you sometimes, even though it's so close. There's something in front of it, and so she said, so I'm looking through the cloud, through the mist, through the fog, through the smoke, and I just commented in the comments, hey, that would be a really great pre-chorus. And then Imaz said, well, what would be a really great chorus is this, which you'll hear. And then Tala jumped in. We were just collaborating back and forth. And it was incredible, writing a song on X Spaces. And that's what we're going to do, a little bit of music creation today as well. We're doing a cover of Lean on Me and Stand By Me. So that's coming up next. We're going to do that in BandLab. But first, sequence of events is in my head. And it's going to happen this time. And this is Dancing in the Sparks.
Cool.
I've been chasing fireflies on a summer night, casting dreams and making wishes that I soulfully recite. Past the darkness is my way, through the noise I'll seize the day, and I'll cast off all my shadows in the pale moonlight. And I squint through the crowd, through the fog, through the smoke. I'm dancing in the sparks, finding light after the dark, chasing dreams, finding magic, every step beyond the tragic. I've got a chance to own and grab it, so I will not be torn apart. Before I end, I have to start, igniting dreams that reach the heart. I've been running through the city streets, pulse pounding, heart is skipping beats. I won't stop until I find where the world is mine. Dancing shadows on the wall, Whispers call out to us all, a spark from within, a future fired through the din. And I squint through the smoke, through the crowd, through the fog. I'm dancing in the sparks, finding light after the dark, chasing dreams, finding magic. Every step beyond the tragic, I've got a chance to own and grab it, so I will not be torn apart. Before I end, I have to start. Igniting dreams that reach the heart. Then breaking free from the chains, unleashing power, no more pain. I'll stand tall, I'll stand proud, my heart beating loud. We'll rise above the noise and pain, and when they cut us down, we'll rise again. With every breath, we'll take the leap, and our dreams will be the music that we keep. The end beyond sight, but I can't backtrack. If I never leave, then I can't come back. Oh, I'm dancing in the sparks, finding light after the dark, chasing dreams, finding magic. Every step beyond the tragic, I've got a chance to own and grab it, so I will not be torn apart. Before I end, I have to start. Igniting dreams that reach the heart.
Yay!
Oh, thank you. And we're back live.
We weren't live
There
then?
you go.
Oh, no.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Good. Then we were
Yes.
live. Okay, yeah. No, I guess I meant, oh my gosh, I love the poll you just did. This is Chat Mosa. That makes me so happy. This is a feature of Chat Mosa. And the question is, when would now be the right time? I'm gonna go with, and this is me live polling. You guys can see this, right? I can't. Oh no, you
No.
can't.
Can't see it.
You're watching Nam. Oh my gosh, how tragic. But beyond the tragic is magic, and that is a Kimberly K. Scott-ism. So, when would now be the right time? And I absolutely love this poll. And let's go through the responses that are possible. The possibilities are now, 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 now. Oh, now.
Cody,
So,
that's so good. I love that.
that is so cool.
Hey, just so the audience is aware, Cody made that up on the spot. That was awesome,
Yeah, he
man.
did. Yeah, he did. That's so good, and it's liberating for me because that's one of the. I think both of you have had conversations with us about this. That's the energy I'm in right now. Oh, thank you, Mary. And folks, you can join us in the chat. This is the first thing. Oh, yay! She said we were live, which is
Yeah.
great.
And we weren't
I
dead. That's better than being dead.
I'm not dead yet.
I'm feeling
I just had to share this. This was a pre-show quote, but I couldn't post it because we weren't live yet. So I don't remember.
That's a
give it
genius
context.
quote.
It is. Don't think of me as fat. Think of me as twice. I love it. Perfect. But I'm gonna just leave this on the screen for my own ego.
Hey, whatever works for you, man.
Whatever
about
works,
you.
right?
All about you.
All right. So speaking of music though, let's Mojo, did you have a song? I think now's a good time.
Now's now a good time. Okay,
Now's a good. Let's see. Let's pull the audience. Let's have a Dora moment. What is the right time? Is it now?
When would now be the right time?
When would now be the right time? Swiper,
Now.
no swiping. Okay. So I have a
I'm going to
daughter.
go D, all of the above.
It's not always D. It's sometimes E.
All right, right.
E for
I think
effervescence.
I think he has like 8 answers there, so that puts me in A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H. So I, all of the above.
I think you should sing right now. Now is the right time.
All right, I'm going
Go
to play the
Mojo, go!
Go, Mojo, go, Mojo, go.
This is a piano composition by Michael W. Smith from back in the 1900s.
Oh my
Is
God.
this from Freedom?
Michael, did
No,
you
no, no.
just say the name Michael W. Smith?
Michael W. Smith. Yes, I did. Yes.
You had W for Michael W. Smith. Look, it's a W.
Michael
Yeah.
W. Smith.
You know where he lives?
I do not.
Franklin-
Nashville, probably.
Franklin, Tennessee.
Yeah.
Like
right.
where Taichi lives, which is so cool. Okay. All right. Go ahead,
Wow.
Michael W.
For those who don't know Michael W. Smith, which many of you will, but those who don't, you will know the name Amy Grant. And Michael W. Smith toured with Amy Grant and wrote a lot of her music. He accompanied her on many tours. In fact, I saw them live. This would have been, well, a couple times. I saw them live in Minneapolis and also at Red Rocks in Colorado. Michael W. Smith is an amazing composer, and he's a singer as well. And he does orchestrations. His Christmas album is still one of my all-time favorite Christmas albums for sure, just the way he orchestrated everything. But this is
his album Freedom is my favorite instrumental. Yeah. So
this song is Michael W. Smith's composition of a song called El Shaddai. And those of you who grew up in the Christian world know that from Amy Grant. Let's try that again.
Yeah, that was amazing,
Wow.
Mojo. Yeah, no, so good. I just wanted, I'm going to create a little QR code for this right now too. But one of the things that I wanted to highlight as we're just kind of basking in that that instrumental, I was of course thinking of like El Shaddai, El Shaddai, na, na. You know, I have a story about that in just a moment. But yeah, I want to just, if you would like to support Mojo and all the work that he's doing, I'm going to put a Buy Me a Coffee link in a QR code that if you're watching this on a screen, you can just force press it. I know you can on iOS. I don't know about Androids. Somebody write in the comments. But also you can just go to Buy Me a Coffee and look up Joseph Mojo McCarthy, and just show him some love. Buy him a coffee because he is a working musician. So I'm going to go ahead. Mojo, I'm interested, before I tell my little El Shaddai story, to hear what's your El Shaddai story with that song.
Yeah. So some of you have heard my story, but my first instrument was piano, and it was forced upon me. My mother made it clear to all of us, you're all going to play the piano for 2 years, whether you like it or not, because I want you to learn how to read music, and then we'll find out if you've got a gift of music or not. And so I did not want to. I wanted to be outside. I wanted to play with the kids. I wanted to do all the sports things, right? And so I fought with my mother for 2 years as I went to piano lessons because I had to, not because I wanted to, right?
Mhm.
But here's what happened along the way is my piano teacher, who was this lovely elderly lady who lived just a block from school, so I could walk to her house. She taught me in such a gentle and loving way how to read music, how to read treble clef and bass clef and time signatures and key signatures. And I'm just doing it because I have to, right? I don't want to do
Right.
this, and then I have to practice 15 minutes a day. Oh my God, Mom, how can you do such a thing? That's ridiculous, right? That's a tyranny. I should revolt. Anyway, so I
That's
fought
revolting.
my mom. Right.
Sorry.
I fought my mom tooth and nail for 2 years. And then when we switched schools, I got to join band. So then I became a trumpet player. That's a whole nother story. But what happened was, and I didn't even know it at the time, is that not only did I learn how to play the piano by being able to read a score, but she also taught me how to read chords and how to do chord structures. I can look at a guitar chart, it just has words and a symbol, and I can create songs around it. In fact, that's mostly how I do most of my playing now. So El Shaddai is really interesting because I learned it note for note when I was getting, as I got better with piano. I was like, that's a song I want to learn. I learned that song because I loved it. It sounded so great. So I learned it note for note. But now, what I just played for you, that was all improvised. It's not a memorized, it's improvised around the chord structure. So I understand what the chord pattern is from El Shaddai.
Mhm.
The intro and the interlude, that's note for note, what Michael W. Smith does. But the rest of it is all just improvising around the chord structure, knowing where the melody is in my head. I'm singing the song in my head. But I've played that song hundreds, maybe 1,000 times, and I don't think I've ever played it the same way twice after I broke away from the score.
Yeah. So Cody, over to you as our featured guest. What was your takeaway from that experience?
Well, the takeaway, stunning, but more so how you just explained your process, that actually is really exciting to me. Because the liberation, the freedom of being able to just kind of use, you have a tool in your tool belt, and now there's just this absolute, I can improvise in any way and continue to create a unique presentation each time. Mojo, I think that's really excellent. And I'm kind of sitting here being like, wow, I am, grasshopper seeks sensei.
I love it. Yeah. And I'm just cognizant of the time. So I think what we're going to do, I'm going to tell my little El Shaddai story. And I actually also had a similar response to that. And then we're actually going to get into drawing because Cody, I asked you last night to think of something we can draw together. Mojo, we've got plenty of time co-hosting this to do a karaoke workshop where we're going to be, we actually have tomorrow open. So you and I can talk in the back channels because we're not doing a karaoke show tomorrow. So in place of karaoke, we could do a live stream like this where we actually just, it's like a karaoke tutorial. So this is what adjusting and pivoting in real time looks like, folks.
Yeah.
Just a real quick note. So I improvised on the keyboard. I improvised on the keyboard around a chord structure because as Cody says, I got these tools, and then I get to use my creativity to apply the tool. And Dan is just saying, tomorrow we're going to pivot, and we got these things, and we're going to do some other stuff. And he's basically saying the same thing. It's just applying the same principle to a whole different context. And so I love that. Thank you, Dan.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna dovetail and run with that because I spent so many years, and I'm still working through it, of managing other people's expectations. And that's, we can easily let that guide our life. And if we let that happen for a long amount of time, we suddenly have a moment to breathe, and we look back and we say, what did I do for me? And that's where there's this beautiful form of selfishness, because often we, as creators, we get in the pattern of selflessness. Because we want to make sure everybody else is taken care of, everybody's happy, everybody's entertained, and then we're often the last people to attend to. But in life, we have these patterns of exertion and recuperation, and it doesn't look the same for everyone. My recuperation is running 5 miles. that's what I enjoy to do, to just unwind. And, you know, some people it's a glass of wine. Some people it is reading a book. Some people it's having a conversation. But all of us need to give ourselves permission and that invitation. Yeah, I love it. Self-love is not selfish. So actually, if you see the little chat, I don't know if you guys can do the chat that's live.
I can't add anything to it. I
You
can't.
can? Okay. Here, I'm gonna add these because I'll credit you. Credit where credit is due, because these are really great to be preserved.
So while Dan's typing, I can
Yeah.
give Dan a second here to concentrate.
Copy and paste.
I just want to respond to what
Yeah,
Dan said. Now, Dan used the word, I decided to be a little selfish, and I'm going to correct Dan, not because he was wrong, but because there's a better way to say that. And that is that Dan decided, I'm going to show myself some love, right?
Mhm.
And that's why I put it in the chat, self-love is not selfish, because I struggled with that my whole life, Dan, right? All of my teachings were, you're last, everybody else is first. And there's something really beautiful about that. But if it's at the expense of my identity, of myself, well, now there's a problem, right? Because I mean, the commands that I grew up was love God, love your neighbor, and that kind of stopped there. But that love your neighbor part actually comes with as you love yourself. And somehow that got left off on the teachings, or I didn't hear it, whatever it is. So all that to say, what I'm embracing is that self-love is not selfish, because if it's selfish, then it's just only for my benefit. But self-love not only benefits me, but it benefits everybody I touch.
I agree. Yeah, I'll just add a little thing to that I'm learning in real time. You know, the capacity, the depth with which I can love myself is a direct reflection of the capacity I can love others. And so it's go deep with that love for yourself, and devote to that practice of understanding, how can I deepen my love for myself, because it will be a direct reflection of every single relationship in your life with anything. So
Everything. Yes, right.
Everything, yeah. And well, I love what you wrote in the chat too, and I put that on the screen. I am the most important person in my life. And I think that it's often we hear this metaphor of, you know, put the oxygen mask on yourself first before others. And I think that can sometimes not water down, but not really pinpoint the why that's important, because we have to be here to be able to attend to somebody else, you know. And so often I think that's like on the surface, like, yeah, that's obviously what that metaphor is about, but there are other ways to understand that metaphor. But what's really important is there are ways to manifest that metaphor and to actually live that metaphor by your actions, because what we show people is what our internal dialogue looks like in real time. You know, because we won't see the things that we actually do often, because we're thinking about the things we're doing, or we have some form of automaticity and we're not thinking about the things we're doing. So then that's just to kind of expound on your story, Mojo. I had a similar approach to piano, and my dad may watch this later, and it's okay. But he just joined X recently. So when I was growing up, yeah, like that, and he's awesome. Well, I just want to preface this. He's awesome before I tell the story. So my brother got piano lessons in second grade, and I was like so excited because we have the same birthday. Like Cody does. Cody has a twin with his brother. Cody has a twin with his brother.
I have a twin with my brother.
And they have the same birthday. My brother and I have the same birthday, but we're 2 years apart. And
that's a long labor.
Like, it is. It really was, right? So he got piano lessons in second grade. I'm like, all right, sweet. In 2 years, I get piano lessons. And then he quit after 1 year. And then I was like, hey, when can I have piano lessons? And my parents were like, well, I mean, do you really want to? Because you're probably going to quit, you know? And I was like, yeah, I want to. And then it never happened, because we ended up moving my second grade year from Minneapolis to St. Cloud, Minnesota. And it's just one of those things that I'm sure would have happened had we stayed. But then you get into these energy changes in life and things just fall by the wayside. But it's something I always wanted. So I started my freshman year just going to this is kind of insight into the way my brain works too. I would go to my friends' houses and like when we're watching a movie or something, I'd be like, hey, turn off the sound. And they'll be like, why? I'm like, I want to write a film score. I would just like improvise to what's going on the screen. And then I taught myself piano that way. And, you know, I would every moment I had a chance, I would go to the music wing in my high school and then just lock myself in a practice room and just kind of improvise. And that's how I came to understand piano. Fast forward to what I wanted to do in life, which was, I thought, be a doctor. And I realized I don't have medical detachment. I don't, you know, blood, death, and sick people trouble me sometimes if I'm to, you know, tend to them physically. So I was like, well, I got to be in the humanities. So I fell in love with music theory, and that's why I'm a composer and a film score composer and a musical theater composer and a choral composer, because all these things that happened from my inner drive, from my intuition, my self-learning, then that is what kind of spoked out into what I do. And that's as a teacher, that's so important to understand in education, because so often we forget that we need to lead with who the people are in our classroom. So I have an infographic for that I'll pull up in a moment, but I want to, yes, of course I do. Of course I do. I'm the infographic guy. But Cody, I want to just pass the mic back to you and tell us what we're going to draw. But first, tell us a little bit more about what you do, because there may be some tie-ins to what we're going to draw. I don't know.
Well,
so what do you do?
What do I do? Well, I don't know if it's going to tie in.
What do you do?
Well, you know, actually, I think it might tie in a little bit to what we're going to draw. So,
okay.
What I do, I feel like I am still unraveling. I feel like I'm a blooming flower, because I know now that my energies are in motion with music. And so right now I'm, you know, developing skills as a singer and as a songwriter, and I'm practicing on instruments, and I'm appreciative of both of your stories of how you kind of became comfortable with the piano as an instrument, because I'm seeing myself sit down at it. You know, I have a keyboard back behind me, and I'm like, there's a little bit of a disconnect between how to grow on the instrument, because I have a very limited set of tools, and I'm just sort of like, where do I go from here? So I'm appreciative of both of your means of you know, escalation in the craft. Otherwise, I am, you know, I said this at the beginning, I feel like I'm a student, and I'm allowing life to really inform where I'm going, because for so long I was trying to decide for life where I was going, and now I'm sort of, you know, really honing in on the practice of just being present and really listening, you know, doing that deep listening that you were just sort of describing, Dan, to not, and then what I feel like I'm zigzagging, but I've really been noticing I've just been detaching. I've been detaching from who gives a flying F where I go, what I become, you know, what life has in store for me. And in that, there's this great liberation, because then I can just really become comfortable in the present moment and receive the guidance. And so right now, what I am is I'm becoming. That's kind of what I would describe. And I know that it's in the realm of music. I know that it's in the realm of performing, because I derive great excitement from performing, but I'm not attached to where that takes place. And the other thing that I would say is I'm becoming fit for service. You know, like there's been a lot of ego degradation that's been taking place. Degradation. What's the word that I'm looking for?
Degradation. That's the word.
That's the word. Degrading. Yeah.
Degrading or degradate. Yeah.
Yeah.
And let me know if I got this right. Your last name, because that's what I'm worried about. But I loved what you said. I am becoming.
Yes, that's my last name.
Is that your last name? Did I spell it right?
Yeah, Heffelfinger.
So if I can just respond just for a second.
Yeah, I'll put it in the chat too.
What I got from what you said, that fits right in with what I hear from Jordan Peterson, is that in every now moment, ties in all this together. In every now moment, there's two portions of us. It's both us. There's the who we are, and that's all the accumulation of everything that's happened to this moment. But there's also the who we are becoming. So there's a now and a not yet in every now moment. There's the what is and the what is to come. And so you're right on, Cody. You're allowing life to unfold rather than forcing to unfold. And I came up with this quote that Dan just posted. This is when I was just meditating. Life is like origami in reverse. We must allow it to unfold.
Wow.
If we force it,
oh my God,
hard. but the beauty's in the folds, right? So you're right on. Every moment is a now. This is everything that's happened in the past, even before our birth, has brought us to this point. But it doesn't determine where we go next, right? So there's this is and is becoming. So good job, Cody. I love what you're talking about.
Yeah, thank
Amazing.
you, Joe.
Sensei.
So, yeah.
Thank you.
We are all senseis and we are all grasshoppers.
Yes, that's so true.
Oh,
Yes.
That's going in the
There's a
chat
quote.
too.
Put that up,
All
man.
right. We
got 6 minutes, Dan. Just so we know on the clock.
I know. Okay, Cody. While I'm typing this, what are we gonna draw? I need to find a video.
What we're going to be drawing is a unicorn having a nightmare, and it is going to be with your creativity. You're going to also draw in a dream bubble what that nightmare is. But so
all right.
Yeah,
This is not what I was expecting, but I love it. So I'm gonna. I thought like, let's draw a flower. Let's draw a squirrel. I already know what we're drawing tomorrow. Let's draw
a rock. I can draw a rock.
Yeah. Okay. So who said the grasshopper thing? All senses and all grasshoppers. That was. So
that was we can say that was
collective.
What is this? Well, that was a collective quote. Yeah, we're all senseis and we're all grasshoppers.
That's the now show.
We'll say the now show. Yeah, there we go. All right, so I'm gonna actually feature one of my favorite tools because now we're gonna draw a unicorn. Okay, this is great. I love it. Okay,
yes.
So I love this for us. So we're gonna go to Pixio, which is my creative tool on the fly. Shout out Pixio, and we're going to go to images and just let's see. I'll do Fluxcraft for this because I think I need all the bells and whistles. Oh, this is we're doing a song with the Washington Capitals. So this is fourth graders designed these.
Wow! Oh wow!
And I'm meeting with them in about 20 minutes. So I'm excited to show them the video games that they actually made with those images. So let's say I need an image that is a pencil sketch of a unicorn having a nightmare
in a dream bubble.
Yeah, well, he has a dream bubble, and then we draw the nightmare, right?
Yeah, that was just exactly. If that's within your
a dream bubble
emerging. This is AI. You're gonna have it.
Yeah, from his or her noggin. That is blank. The artist needs to fill in the nightmare. Okay, so we'll see what happened. Actually, I'm gonna see what happened, and then I have an idea if this doesn't work.
It's gonna be cool. Whatever it is.
I don't know. Well, it's not. There we go. Okay. Let's learn to draw that.
Yeah.
There we go. Okay.
Look at his stumpy little legs. His or her.
You know what the unicorn's thinking right now? Don't think of me as fat. Think of me as twice.
All right. Let's go like this. Let's go normal size legs.
Oh my god.
And all features are proportional.
2 minutes, Dan.
Like
2 minutes.
A horse. I know, but we're. I mean, you don't have to draw this right now because this was a curveball, Cody. I love it. Though. I'm gonna post this. Look at this. Look at this. Go.
This is it.
Okay.
Dun, 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 dun. Ooh, I like that.
No, wait, it's not it. The unicorn is sleeping.
Oh, very good. Yeah.
Okay. So this is going to be something we post, and everybody has to draw this and post it on your. There it is. We got there. See? Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Awesome. So Cody, you have just changed the internet. Now I know that I can do whatever people want, and we're going to learn to draw this. But I'm going to change one thing. I love that one. I need an image that is a simple. No, I'm going to say stupid simple. Okay.
What'd you call me?
Because that's stupid simple. No, not you. I called the sketch, not even the unicorn.
Guilty. I resemble that remark.
Oh, this is cute. Look at that.
Oh.
Okay. Well, thank you for the curveball. I'm posting that right now. I'm going to post it on X and on Facebook and LinkedIn. And Cody, you're going to become the new funnel for this show today. So let's go ahead and show the good people what this looks like. Because I can add it to Chatmosa, which I'll do right now, and then we're gonna head out. So you guys can start saying your goodbyes as we head out. Cody left. Cody's done.
Yep.
Goodbye. And so I'm like, I'm out.
Goodbye. Yeah, he's like,
bye, Cody.
finally.
Thank you,
So,
Cody.
All right. So I gotta just show. Bye, Cody. There, I'm posting that in Chatmosa. Look at that. Can you see Chatmosa?
No, can't see it.
Probably not, but it looks way better on Chatmosa. So check that out.
It's 9 o'clock somewhere, Dan. We gotta say goodbye.
It's 9 o'clock. We gotta say goodbye. Well, we're just gonna call this good. We're gonna challenge people to post their sketches that you fill in the nightmare, and see where this goes. So hopefully everybody had a really good show. I know I did, and it's time to go right now.
Now.
Bye.
Right now.